Hello, this is Tom Seriously with the 1% Difference. And this week I want to talk about the fact that it is always about money. All right, you don't want it to be about price. Most of the time, none of us want it to be about price, unless you, of course, are the lowest priced. But it is always about money. It's the elephant in the room. Everybody's thinking about what will the price be, how will I justify it, what's it rationalized, how will I be rewarded because I've done the right thing for my company, and what am I going to have to negotiate, is it going to go up, is it going to go down, what am I going to do with it? And because of this issue of focus on money, and because there's this little cat and mouse game where the buyer is saying, what's the price, what's the price, what's the price, and the seller is always saying, let's not talk about the price, let's not talk about price, let's talk about something over here. You're going to wind up in a disconnect in the conversation. Better for you to address the issue of money up front, fast, and get focused on it. So I'm going to give you a couple of ideas around this discussion of money because it is always about money. Number one, start off with the idea is what is the size of the problem? How big an issue are they trying to resolve? One of the clients that I worked with at one point wanted to find out how much something cost. And I said, all right, well, what are you trying to accomplish? And he indicated that he was trying to accomplish a multi-million-dollar improvement in performance. And I said, well, whatever I cost, whether it is this number or twice that number, in relevance to how much you were trying to go ahead and get accomplished, does it matter? He said, well, I guess not really, although I always want to get a good deal. I said, fine, let's focus on the problem and what your confidence is about us being able to solve that problem. Second thing, you want to figure out who owns the clock. See, how soon the problem has to get solved really dictates how much money they're willing to spend. If you focus on how soon the problem has to be solved, you'll have a much better understanding about the money impact to the business, not to the price, to the business. And the more that that clock is in your favor, the better chance it is going to be that the money conversation will be about how do we get this done faster. Third question. How long have they had this problem? If they've been willing to live with the problem for a long time, then they're more than likely willing to live with that problem for even longer, which means that they're going to continue to work away to get the cheapest answer or the cheapest price, or that whatever answer they've gotten up till now was not good enough, strong enough, or financially viable enough to really resolve what the issue is. Next question. What does not solving the problem mean? I mean, who gets burned? Who's got the issue? What's going to be the circumstances around this? I tell a story oftentimes about Red Adair, who's the famous fire jumper, and who went ahead and pulled out all the put out all of the oil fires on the rigs in the ocean and in the desert and etc. And he got a call from somebody who was asking him to put out an oil fire. And after about 2 minutes on the phone, he hung up the phone. Right in the middle of the conversation, somebody in the room asked him why he hung up the phone. He says, "Oh, the guy on the phone wasn't serious." He goes, well, what do you mean? He goes, oh, he wanted to know how much it was going to cost to put out the oil fire. He goes, well, why didn't you tell him? And Red Adair said, listen, oil fire's been burning, and you want to know how much it's going to cost to put it out? It ain't been burning long enough. Same thing is true for any organization out there. If they don't know what not solving the problem means, and it hasn't been burning long enough, then the fact is that this is really going to be a price conversation. See, if you can't come up with a motivator around money that's beyond the price, shifting to urgency, time, scale, well, then the price is the money that you're going to talk about. So unless you're the lowest price and you figure out that it's only going to be about price, you might as well leave because they're not talking about the money that you can impact. Until we get a chance to talk again, go out and make the 1% difference. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell, and that way we'll let you know every time there are new videos that are out there. And you can also visit our website below.